It's been a long day without you, my friend.
Yeah, yeah, whoa, yeah, yeah.
All right, welcome back. Episode of Plutobros. It's been a long time.
Over a month.
Appreciate the patience. But today, we got a little something in store. We're going to talk about like the NFL season as of today, recap the first half of the season, who's been balling, who's surprising, who's been kind of disappointing and stuff like that. Maybe talk about like some midseason awards and stuff like that. So we'll see. I say we just get right into it. All right, so we're going to go division by division, kind of talk about like teams and how the division stands. So AFC North, you got the Steelers, the Browns, the Bengals, and the Ravens, Ravens are in first place.
Yeah. Bengals on the bottom, too.
Bengals are disappointing, and their season's over. Joe Burrow being done for the year, that's huge. They're done. Browns, very surprising. If they had a quarterback, they'd be really good.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson just can't stay healthy.
DTR's
We'll see what DTR does. It's his first start was last week when we were recording this, so we'll see how he does.
Yep.
And then
he looked good in preseason. I think when he played.
He did in the Hall of Fame game and stuff like that. And then the Steelers, who are above 500, which is crazy.
Finally fired Canada.
Yeah, they fired Matt Canada.
Yep.
And then it's the first time that's happened since 1941 for the Steelers, which is crazy for in season.
Yeah, that shows how bad he was, though.
Yeah. And then the AFC East, kind of surprising, kind of not. Like I feel like the Dolphins are surprising.
Yeah, we didn't think they were going to be that good.
No.
Their offense is, like, ridiculous.
They just have to get, like, a win against a pretty solid team, and then I could consider them taking them seriously. You know what I mean? They just haven't had like a win over like a really good team yet.
Right.
I mean, they lost to Philly by like 14, which I mean Philly might be the best team in the league.
Yeah, after the Chiefs win, I think we can say that they're probably the best team.
Yeah, most well-rounded for sure.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I still think the Niners.
Niners are scary though.
I think the Niners are better, and like last year you can say what you want, but they literally didn't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
And then the Bills, they're pretty disappointing. I mean,
they might not make the playoffs.
No, which is kind of crazy. The Jets, I mean, their season was over week 1, sadly.
First drive, it was over.
Yep. And then the Patriots, I don't know what they're going to do.
They got to get a QB.
Belichick's probably on the way out.
Got to get a QB, though, in the draft.
Then Drake May, maybe. Someone like that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yep.
All right, just teleported over here, so...
and then, for the South, you want to go through them?
AFC South?
Yeah.
Okay, AFC South, Colts. I don't know what you want to say about the Colts, to be honest. Like, we didn't think
it was hard when they lost Anthony Richardson. If they had Anthony Richardson, they might be in the mix for that division, or at least second place.
He was. Yeah, the first couple weeks he was balling.
He was probably going to be Rookie of the Year until C.J. Stroud kind of started popping off, which brings us to the Texans, who very surprising.
I mean, C.J. Stroud, he can win Heisman. We've been playing too much NCAA football. That's on me.
No, he could win MVP. As a rookie, that would be insane. I think there's only been one other person. I don't know who it is, though. Oh, it's Jim Brown. Jim Brown's the only one to ever win MVP as a rookie.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've had guys like Tank Dell, Nico Collins, all those guys, and even the running back, what's his name?
Oh, Devin Singletary.
Yeah, all these guys have shown out. Yep.
Yeah.
All these guys have shown out.
Tank Dell, that's another one. He's a dark horse, just stud. And then...
They just had guys just come out of the woodwork.
Yep, and then the Titans, I mean, they're disappointing too. You never know what team you're going to get week to week kind of thing.
Remember we said this back, it was like a couple months ago. We said that I think it was during the draft. We said the Titans can never win with Ryan Tannehill at a quarterback.
No.
Like, he's one of those guys where you're not going to win many playoff games with Ryan Tannehill.
No, he's not going to take you above and beyond kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, 100%. And then you got the West, who... Kansas City's in the lead, which I mean,
we figured.
I think we could have figured that, And then surprisingly, after their terrible start, Denver's in second, which is kind of crazy.
Right. Yeah, because the first couple of weeks it was like, okay, this is the same exact team that we saw from last year.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Chiefs. They beat who did they beat last week? The Bills.
They beat the Bills, and then they beat the Packers.
And yeah, I mean they've beat good teams. I guess not the Packers.
Who they just beat though? Oh, the Vikings. They just beat the Vikings.
Yep.
The Vikings were on a 5-game win streak,
Yep.
so that's a big win for them.
Yeah, they just beat really good teams. I think.
They're just scrappy. They're in every game. They're in every game.
They are. They can make
minus
a
like the 70-20 game, but whatever. But
Right,
they're pretty much in every game.
Yeah, they can make a playoff run for sure.
Definitely. And then you got
Chargers.
Disappointing.
I mean, look at the defense though.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that defense?
Jordan Love just diced them up.
For real.
Which is crazy.
You getting diced up by Jordan Love.
Jordan Love threw for 300 yards, and they're like, "Oh, this is the first quarterback in Packer history since 2021." It's like, all right,
dude,
like,
relax,
why is that
relax.
even? The Packers have only had 2 quarterbacks since 2021.
Exactly.
Like, okay,
yeah. You always see like those memes of like
they make
Brandon.
a stat out of nothing.
Well, of what?
They make a stat like the most random stat ever.
No, it'll be like on Ghetto Gronk where it's like you ever see the Brendan Staley clip where he's like, "Are we surprised?"
Oh yeah.
Nope. And it's like,
It's like, yeah, when Justin Herbert puts up 40 points and they still manage to lose.
Yeah.
Is anyone surprised by that?
nope, not at all.
Nope. Not us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Raiders. I think firing Josh McDaniels was a big thing for them. I think Antonio
Yeah.
Pierce gets a full-time gig too when the season's over.
He should.
I think he does, because I think they know they messed up with Rich Bisaccia when Rich Bisaccia took over in the Gruden year.
Yeah.
And they like almost went to the playoffs, and then all the players wanted him to be head coach, and they let him go.
Yeah.
And didn't even bring him back as an assistant.
Who was the player on the Raiders that said like the game after that they fired him and then they won? There was like a player that said something like he was kind of like hating on McDaniels.
Yeah.
I forgot what he said, but like all the players wanted him
They
gone.
were like held back kind of
Yeah,
thing. Like
yeah.
they could be themselves.
Yeah, they wanted him gone.
Yeah.
But they don't have a shot this
No.
year. But give
So-
him a couple years.
Yeah. So then the AFC West that's done.
That's
So
it, right?
we're the NFC.
NFC North.
Yep.
You wanna go north?
So you got the Lions at 1, which I mean,
we thought they were gonna win.
yeah. When we made our division predictions, I did not think the Packers were actually going to win the North. That was just a fan bias pick.
Yeah.
I would have picked the Lions or the Vikings.
I would like to apologize too. When we looked at the ESPN rankings, we said the Lion meat ride needs to stop.
And then yeah, they got some big wins. They're 8-2. They beat the Chiefs week 1. They beat.
Yeah.
They just beat somebody.
They just like beat every team they play.
Oh, they beat the Chargers
Yeah.
in a shootout.
Oh yeah. That was
Put some respect on Jared Goff. He's tough.
Yeah, he's good.
And then
That running back room is
Dave
disgusting.
Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs is
Yeah.
filthy.
Ridiculous.
And then you got the Vikings at 2, who started off very bad, and then you have Kirk Cousins, who started balling, and unfortunately he gets hurt.
Yeah.
And then
And the
Miracle Josh
the
Dobbs.
savior comes in.
Yeah, Josh Dobbs is absolutely balling.
Yeah. I don't know what's in that dude's breakfast, but
What's in the water in Minnesota?
for real.
And then the Packers.
I can say this too about the Vikings.
Yeah,
You see that stat when Justin Jefferson's not on the field?
they do better.
Yeah.
Their offense is like way better. Yeah,
I can see that because every time you watch them with Justin Jefferson
It
and Kirk
forces
Cousins,
him.
dude, Kirk Cousins literally just looks right at Justin Jefferson the whole entire time. I think now you see other guys like
Jordan Addison's kind of had
Addison.
emergence.
TJ Hawkinson's
Yes.
had a crazy game last week.
Yeah, he's been balling.
Who's the other receiver? They got KJ Osborne.
Yep.
Like you've been seeing guys that are actually playing well.
Absolutely. And then, you got man, they are deep. They're tough too.
Yeah.
And then you got
Oh, and the Vikings too. Probably the most underrated defensive player
Yeah.
in the league is Daniel Hunter right now.
yeah, he like his leads are
He-
his second in sacks.
Yes.
which is crazy.
I thought he was washed a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
like he was in trade talks in his offseason and stuff. Like people wanted to trade for him, or the Vikings wanted to get rid of him. It's like, all right,
And bro comes out of nowhere.
no, yeah, it's crazy. And then Packers, if they beat the Lions on Thanksgiving, I don't think they will. But if they
Yeah.
did, like that could completely change their season.
Yeah, I
because you get a big win like that, you kind of start to gain some confidence beating
Yep.
back-to-back good teams.
Yep.
Because I don't think they've won back-to-back games yet this year.
No, because they were on like a 3 or 4 game losing streak, right?
Yeah, I don't
Like
think they've
the
won
season.
back-to-back.
No.
So this would be huge for them on a short week.
A lot of guys are out though this
Yeah,
week.
I was gonna say they have 15 players out. The Lions have 1.
Who do you know?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But
15 of them. 15 or no, they have like 23 players out, and 15 of them are starters.
yeah, I know. I mean, AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones might be out.
No, AJ Dillon's playing.
He is. Okay.
It's
said he was questionable.
they put the IR on the, or they put the Emmanuel Wilson on IR, their
Okay.
third string,
Yeah.
and Aaron Jones isn't playing, so it's literally just A.J. Dillon.
Yeah.
That's probably why they signed up James Robinson this week.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Because he was on the Jags, right?
Yeah, but he's been on the Packers practice squad. I think he was for a while, but they just
I remember
activated
him like in 19 or 2020
with the
on
Jags.
the Jags.
Yeah, as a rookie. Yeah, he just was active roster.
Yep.
And then you got the Bears, who, I mean, was there really any hype? I mean, there was in the offseason, which was kind of crazy. Like, people thought they were going to be a lot better
Yeah,
than
they
they
thought
were.
Justin Fields was gonna be like that dude.
I mean, he's been hurt, but that team is just god-awful.
I know.
And then,
But do you think when the season's over, do you think that they get Caleb Williams in the first pick?
I think so.
They get rid of
Chicago's a big market. It's hard to say no to Chicago.
True. Yeah. Justin Fields' run is over.
I think he gets traded or tries or demands like a trade or whatever, or has to be
Yeah.
traded.
Yeah.
And then, because he's still a rookie, he's on a rookie deal, so he'll be cheap.
True. I don't know where you even go. Maybe like I could at least look see him going to Vegas.
Maybe.
I don't know. They could get somebody in the draft though. Vegas.
Like, Browns.
Yeah. Maybe. That'd be kind of cool.
I know.
I could
see
actually
him on
see that.
I could see him on the Browns.
I could.
I don't think he'd go to the Patriots.
No, they gotta get somebody in the draft. I
Yeah.
think I do see Drake May or a guy like I don't even know. Bo Nix.
Hornets should not be top 10.
No, he won't be.
He shouldn't be. And then the East, Philly's just solid, just all around. They do what they do every week.
For real, they just win football games.
Yeah. And then just had a huge win against the Chiefs.
Yep.
And then you got Dallas in second.
Yep. Still
who-
really good.
I think Philly has 1 loss, Dallas has 3, so they're 2 games back.
Yep.
And Dallas is another team that once they just need like a big win against a really good against a good team, and it's like, okay, now you can kind of take them seriously.
They play
They played
Washington.
Philly. They played Philly down to the wire.
Yeah.
They got messed up by the Niners.
Yeah. Oh
Pretty
yeah,
bad.
that was bad. They play Commanders on
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
That should be an easy win.
Yeah, that should be a W. And then the Commanders, yeah, like Sam Howell's been kind of sneaky good too. He hasn't been
Dude,
terrible.
I think he leads in passing yards, right?
Yeah,
In
I
this
think
league.
he should be the starter next season too, at least.
I mean, from what he's been playing good.
Yeah. And then
Giants, bro,
that is a dumpster fire. I don't even know where to begin.
horrendous.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. They should never give him the contract. I think that maybe they could get like Drake May, or trade him to get Caleb because he said he'd play for the Giants.
Yeah, Daniel Jones, bro.
No,
Bro,
they should not have given
that's a
him the
robbery.
contract. That was terrible.
That's a robbery, dude.
And then you got the South,
Yep.
who the Saints are in first, right? I think so.
At 5-5, I think.
Yeah, that division is
It's been terrible,
terrible.
since Tom left. So.
Yep, and then you got Atlanta,
I wish
who should give the ball to Bijan and Kyle Pitts, but they just refuse to do it.
Johnu Smith,
Tight
end
end
around
screen.
jet sweep every single
Yeah.
play.
And
Like,
then you got Tampa Bay,
Tampa
who's
Bay.
been kind of surprising too.
Yeah,
Everyone thought they were going to be like the worst team. They were going to have the number 1 pick and stuff, and
Baker
kind of tough. Like week 1 went into Minnesota and beat them. Like, all right,
Yeah, he's been balling.
he's been solid. And then who's last team in the division? Saints, Tampa, Atlanta.
Oh, Panthers. Bro.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like kind of tough because Bryce Young doesn't have anybody.
Yeah, I feel bad
It's
for
tough
him.
to judge.
I think they're gonna trade Frank or fire Frank Reich.
Yeah.
Get like a young offensive mind, like some kind of coordinator in there.
Yeah, because he's got like Adam Thielen as his number 1 target, right?
Yeah,
All right, bro.
and Terrace Marshall, like
Yeah.
Hayden Hurst. Yeah,
LaVisca Chenault, bro. Like,
yeah.
all right.
Miles Sanders been underwhelming.
Yeah.
Defense is garbage too.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. The team's not good.
Yeah, the team's
You
terrible.
can't blame it on Bryce Young.
No.
So,
And then like it's all this thing. Oh, the Panthers should got C.J. Stroud. I don't think he even wins with that team.
No,
like they actually have
no.
weapons in San Fran.
Yeah.
Defensive minded head coach and a good defense.
Yep.
So
yeah, no.
they
Bryce Young's a good player.
the Texans have hit in the last couple of draft picks. The Panthers have not.
Who did the Texans get?
Like the last couple of years, they've gotten like Damian Pierce late,
Yep.
Nico Collins late,
Yep.
Derek Stingley, third overall.
True.
They drafted him over Sauce, but like still, like, he's pretty solid. He's not Sauce, but he's good.
They're good. They're good.
And then Will Anderson.
He's been kind of underwhelming, I feel like, this
Will
year.
Anderson.
Yeah.
He's been quiet. He's
Yeah. Like, for defensive rookies, I don't even know who's, like, out there, though. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I feel
don't
like this
know.
class wasn't that good for a defensive rookie of the year.
They really weren't. No. I honestly don't know.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I can't think of one.
Maybe like Devin Witherspoon.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. Oh, and Christian Gonzalez was going
Yeah, he was
crazy.
He was having a good year.
But then he got injured, so he's
Yeah,
done for the
He's
season.
done for the year. And then in the NFC West, you got San Fran, who's front runner, obviously.
Yeah, we knew that.
Just well rounded all around.
McCaffrey's, like,
Yeah, and when they're healthy, they're the best team
Ridiculous.
in the league, I think.
Debo's been underwhelming, though.
Yeah, Purdy had like a dry spell. Like they lost 3 games, and everyone says, "Oh, Purdy's not the same." But so it's like, all right, calm down. Like he still has to go make the plays, and he does it.
Yep. Yeah.
And then Seattle's not bad.
They're a couple games behind. I mean, they're gonna
They're
make the
just-
playoffs.
Yeah, they're just one of those teams like they're always kind of going to be in the mix.
Yep. Yeah, they always are. Ever since the Russ days, they have.
Ever since Pete Carroll got there, like that's how they've been. Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're always going
They
to
got a
be
good
competing.
defense. They got DK and Tyler Lockett's like the best receiver.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, Noah Fant, Kenneth Walker,
Yeah, they got some crazy weapons.
Zach Charbonnet. Yeah, they got some
And
studs.
Gino's doing the thing.
Young
so-
defense too.
Yep.
Yeah.
B-Wags is no, he's.
He's still there.
Yeah.
Jamal Adams, Tariq Woolen, Kobe Bryant. They got some dogs.
Rest in peace.
All right. The crazy thing is he wears number 8 too.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that's why?
I'd assume. And then the Rams.
I mean, like.
You're not going to win a lot like
Yeah.
that with that team. I think they're underwhelming too.
Yeah.
And then you got the Cardinals.
Yeah. I mean,
A
they
little bit of dumpster fire too.
I mean, in the beginning though, like Josh Dobbs was winning some.
Yeah,
games,
and then
so-
Kyler came back, and Kyler
They won, right? Did they win?
they
this
won his first week back, and they went toe to toe with the Texans. The Texans ended up winning on like a last second
Yeah.
field goal, but Kyler was he
Yeah.
played really good.
Yeah, he's good.
And then you got
That's it.
yeah.
That's all. Yeah, we went through them all.
Yeah, so then who's surprising in
Like players. Or
awards?
teams?
Yeah, like surprising players and awards and stuff. I feel like David Montgomery's been kind of like
Yeah.
surprising. Like he's good, but
We thought Gibbs was gonna be the number
yeah,
one.
just
guy.
a whole nother role though. His role gets expanded, and he's got somebody like Spellman. In Chicago was always him.
Yep.
Getting the ball like 3 downs. So
Yep.
it's nice, yeah, to have like the 1-2 punch and stuff.
Yep. Obviously, we mentioned the guys like Daniel Hunter on defense.
Yeah.
Then, that's been like really good. I mean, Max Crosby. I mean, last year he was showing that he was good, but this
Yeah.
year like he's really
Miles Garrett, same thing.
Yeah.
Like he's shown it in the past, and then he just took it to a whole nother level.
yeah. I think
T.J. Watt's always gonna be T.J. Watt
does Miles Garrett lead or is it Daniel? I don't know. One of them.
in sacks.
Yeah, one of them leads. I don't know if it's Miles Garrett or Daniel Hunter.
It was. I remember last week when Minnesota played Denver, they said he was like in second.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So maybe he's in the lead now, or they're tied or something.
Yeah.
So
They're close though.
yeah.
Offensively, like obviously CJ Stroud, we didn't think he was
Yeah.
gonna be like an MVP type conversation guy. Obviously we're just talking. I mean, we were talking about a little earlier, but for the Packers, Romeo.
Yeah,
like-
I think Romeo Dobbs is a stud, and he
Yes.
needs to be more involved.
Christian-
Jaden Reed's been balling.
Yeah, Christian Watson been just
Underwhelming. Dontavion Wicks is, I mean,
Yeah.
like C plus C receiver.
Yeah, he's just mediocre.
Yeah, he's just out there.
He's just getting cardio in.
Sometimes
No,
does it when he needs to.
Somebody that's getting cardio in is Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
Dude, this either he'll drop 30 points in fantasy or it's 0. Like last
they-
week he had 0.
Yeah, they try to force it to Diggs too. That's another thing.
That's
like-
yeah.
And a lot of Josh Allen's stuff wasn't on him in the past. Like if you watch the film,
It's
like
on Diggs
no.
or it's on just the offense.
Yeah. It's kind of bad. And then they fired Ken Dorsey, and then they won their first game without him. They kind of
Yep.
messed up the Jets a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they fired Bro, to be honest. Like, it wasn't even his fault that they lost, but
I saw, or it was Orlovsky. He was talking about how they became predictable though. Like teams kind of like knew what they were going to start doing and
yeah,
stuff. So-
their offense, when you watch them, it does just Josh Allen roll out, throw it to Diggs.
yeah, Josh Allen run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So
And then Obviously, it's not even surprising, but Tyreek Hill, like, offensive player of the year, like, candidate.
Yep.
He's-
Him and McCaffrey, I say.
Yeah, it's definitely
the
got to
two.
be. It's definitely got to be one of them guys.
Yeah. McCaffrey's been balling.
Yep.
That whole offense is just so good. Just weapons all around. Ayuk he took it again. He's someone who kind of just took it to another
That's
level.
what I'm saying. Like, I think he might be the receiver one instead of Debo now.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's getting more targets than Debo is.
Yeah.
Which-
Kittle's been more involved receiving this year too, I feel like.
Yeah, because a couple years ago he was just like a blocking kind of
Yep.
guy. Now he's getting the passing game, which they have way too many weapons.
Yep.
Puka, the first couple weeks we said like, okay, yeah, he's good. I didn't think he was gonna like stay consistently good, but last week he did really good again.
I think Cooper Cup coming back helps him and
Yeah.
doesn't help him at the same time kind of thing because Cooper
Yeah.
gets double teamed a lot, but
He gets less
he
targets.
also he gets less targets, so it is what it is.
Yep.
And then I don't know. What's your you got a Super Bowl prediction?
I mean, like what I would want to see, I want to see the Lions in it.
Okay.
Like I think they can get there too.
Yeah.
I do think they can get there. I think it's gonna be the Eagles again, but I'll say for the sake of the video, I'll say Lions, Dolphins. I think that'd be a fun Super Bowl to watch.
Yeah, that would be a fun one.
Two
I'm gonna
top
say
offenses.
Niners. I'd like to see either the Jags or the Dolphins.
Okay, yeah.
But who do I think it's going to be? I can't say Chiefs. I don't know.
I don't want to say Chiefs either.
Like I just don't want to count out Patrick Mahomes, but at the same time,
His receiving core is just you can't rely on him.
yeah,
I mean, look at last week.
yeah. I think
There was MBS.
the Chiefs beat the Dolphins in London, right? Like you play
Yep.
that on
Yep.
U.S. soil.
Yep.
I think Miami gets that. Maybe not in the cold though. You know, when if they have to play in Kansas City,
If they do play in Kansas City, that's tough.
play in January. Yeah,
That is rough.
January, February, that's tough.
That is rough, but yeah, dude, that's tough.
But last year they went toe to toe in Buffalo with Danny Thompson or whatever. Remember in the playoffs?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
Last year?
the Dolphins maybe 2 years ago.
I don't remember.
Yeah, Tua was out, and they played Buffalo in the playoffs. It's when everyone thought Mike McDaniels was vaping, but it was just a Sharpie
yeah,
cap.
yeah,
and he's like
yeah.
blowing into his hand.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that, but yeah,
Yeah, that was a close game again because Josh Allen just turnover machine
for real. What's new though?
for real.
We're throwing picks.
All right, I think that's
Is that
it.
bro?
Thank you for coming to this. We just
Yeah.
chopped it up a little
Yeah.
bit,
Just
talked
talking
some
to you guys.
ball.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have any comments, whatever. Drop whatever. Opinions, disagreements, agreements, whatever you want. Drop
Cool.
them below. Appreciate you guys. It was fun to crank one out. It's
Yep.
been a long time. Feels good.
Yeah.
So,
Let's get back on the groove here.
yeah. Get
All right.
back in it. Appreciate you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy
Sure.
holidays.
Yeah, this is day before Thanksgiving.
Yep. So,
Yep.
thank you as always.
Deuces.